Hey, I'm Sam. Today we're going to talk about outsourcing your music to a professional. A lot of musicians feel unsure about this, and there are a lot of common misconceptions I'd like to address. Let's get straight into it. Misconception number one is bringing in a professional means you have to give up creative control. I found the opposite to be true. If you're working with a good professional, their role and their job is to make sure your creative vision is valued and brought to life. If you're working with a professional that tries to bring in their vision too much, I'd perhaps reconsider that relationship. You need someone that's on your team, working for your values to fight towards your cause. If they aren't working towards that, maybe work with other people, but a good creative professional always on your side, trying to make your ideas reality. Make sure you look for that when you're trying to work with someone. Misconception number two is that outsourcing has to be expensive. A lot of professionals rightly can charge a lot of money for their services. Perhaps they've been in the industry for a long time, they've got a lot of experience and a great client list under their belt, but at the same time there are a lot of professionals that really do want to help budget-wise and can be very flexible when it comes to fees. The best way to do this is simply to navigate a conversation on early. You don't want to both be getting drawn out and wasting each other's time for an idea that might not even be viable. Talk to each other, realize if you're a good fit straight away, and if the money doesn't line up, that's okay. There are plenty of professionals out there that will want to work with you. As someone looking to hire a music professional, you must remember that you hold a lot of the cards here in terms of choice. If you've got the budget in hand, you can find a professional that'll want to work with you and work well. Make sure you have open conversations about the budget early on. This conversation shouldn't be uncomfortable, and you shouldn't be made to feel uncomfortable either. Another thing that's quite important is a lot of professionals may want to come across like closing a deal. I don't think this is the way to do it. I think you have to have a chat to get to know each other, and there shouldn't be an initial pressure on budget and money. Have the conversation early, but you shouldn't feel pressured to pay anything. That's another thing to mention as well. Look at the payment terms, make sure you feel comfortable. Don't pay any money to anyone you don't feel confident in. Take your time. It is your decision, it's your art. So what are some of the benefits of outsourcing your music? Firstly, it'll save you time. A good professional should have a lot of experience under their belt and be happy to help you work within a time constraint. They have the experience and expertise to make it happen faster than you probably can by yourself. If they're worth their salt, they should be able to turn around things fairly quickly and reasonably. This is a great benefit to outsourcing your music. Secondly, professionals often not only have honed their craft to a mastery, but also have great creative tools that aren't as accessible to people that aren't a professional. A lot of their plugins they may use, their hardware and their software might be really expensive, but beyond that, they also really know how to use it. This can be a great benefit because it's hard to get otherwise. Thirdly, and potentially most importantly, is objectivity. These people aren't as invested in your music emotionally as you will be, so they can offer a fresh perspective, new ears, and focus on the task at hand. This can be a great way to get things done and have another opinion on your music. Now let's talk about finding the right professional for you. One way is to check out their portfolio and client reviews. This may sound really obvious, but it is important. Their portfolio contains their best examples of work, and you can see if this gels with your genre and your style. If this seems like a good fit, you're probably halfway there to finding a good match. Client reviews as well just show social proof. They show they've got the experience, they've worked with clients before, and they've had good experiences. Really important things. Again, they seem really obvious on the surface, but don't hire anyone without checking these out. Another really important theme that I've said before is communication. Just having a chat before you commit to spending any money can be really important. Check if your goals align, if the project's realistic and viable. Have a conversation, get to know them a little bit. Understand where you haven't got to be best friends and talk for ages, but get to know each other a little bit, have a chat about your goals, and see where it leads. So to wrap up, outsourcing your music can be a great way to save time. It can allow you to spend your money on something that matters to you and elevate your art to a new level. Working with a professional should be an exciting experience, it shouldn't feel daunting. Do your background research and have a chat with them, and you'll be halfway there to a great creative project together. What misconceptions have you had about working with music professionals in the past? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.